There's a saying that I heard one time, and I can't remember who it's by, but it's to define something is to limit something, or definition is limitation. And for whatever reason, ever since I've heard it, it's just always resonated with me. I can apply it to so many different things in my life. I find it's a massive thing that I constantly find myself coming back to when I'm faced with a dilemma or even just any sort of situation in life. And I guess the explanation of it is when you give something a definition and when you say that this is what this thing is, you limit what that thing is. And I think we spend so much time, especially in being in my 20s, and I think everyone in their 20s spends so much time trying to define what they're going to do with the rest of their lives, or how their 20s is going to define the rest of their life. And it's not the case at all. I think your 20s and how you live your 20s is no indication of anything other than your character. I find everyone always thinks that how I live my 20s is going to determine my future. No, your 20s is going to determine your character and who you are as a person. But your 20s, I guess, are for you to decide whether you want to live your life at your peak physical form and enjoy yourself in your peak physical form, or to build yourself up instead for the rest of your life. But again, coming back to what I'm saying with, your 20s doesn't determine your future. You can do both. My teenage years, I guess, I lived a lot, like more than what I think the average teenager would live. And I had fun, but mind you, it was bad for me. But mind you, it put me in good stead for maturity in my 20s. I like to think I'm quite mature from the age that I am. And now I'm sort of understanding that, well, I can go out and I can have a drink, once a month or once every however long. And honestly, you can probably do it once a week. You can do it as many times as you want, but it comes down to your level of discipline. And the human body, human mind is just not capable of being in a position to go, I'm going to drink every day, but I'm also going to pursue my dreams. I'm going to pursue what I want to do, sort of thing. But, I for so long, I spent so much time trying to grow up, I guess, forcing myself to grow up. And yes, but there are certain things that you need to grow up about. You need to learn how to do your taxes and pay insurances and get a car and get a house and do all those things. But not once in there do you have to stop enjoying the kiddish side of life. I feel like everyone thinks that, you get plunged into this professionalism once you sort of leave your childhood, and I don't think that's the case. I think childhood is something you should hold on to for as long as you can. When I say childhood, I don't mean age, I mean the mindset that is set behind childhood. You should live your life like every day and everything is interesting. Live your life through curiosity, create your dreams and create just things through curiosity. I find when people try and live their life through fear of what could happen or how everybody else is going to look at it, or fear of making something that's not, I guess, received well, that's when you limit yourself. You put a definition on, let's say you're making a song, and I've faced this. You're making a song and you go, I don't think people would like this, so you sort of stop making it. Or you make a song based on what you think someone else would like, and you give it a definition of what you think everyone likes, and that just doesn't exist. There are 8 billion people on the planet. There are 8 billion different traits and personalities and perceptions, and every single one of those perceptions pretty much changes every minute or every day. I can confidently say that my perception changes daily on how I view the world and how I, view certain people and all of that. And I think it's unfair. It's almost arrogant to assume to think that you can assume everybody else's perception and everyone else's likes and wants and needs and definitions. I don't like the word definition anymore. I think, obviously there's, the definition in the dictionary and things like that, but I think they're using the wrong word. I think description is a better word to be using. I want to get rid of the word definition for good. I hate it because it's so confining. It's like human beings. You cannot define a human being at all. Like if aliens were to come down to Earth and they wanted a tour, you're not going to go, this is a cow, this is a human, this is a chicken, this is a dog. No, you're going to show the many, many, many advancements and the limitless capabilities that the human race has offered and created and achieved. And they're infinite. You think about how many people have lived on this planet, who live on this planet currently. How many of those people, every single one of them offers something completely different. We're in an age now where creativity is, it's blooming, but it's also judged so much more and critiqued so much more than it ever was. I hate that. I don't think it's fair on anyone or anything. Any realm of creativity deserves the appreciation of creation, just the fact that it exists. I think the fact, like art itself, is just the appreciation of the existence. Like how many times do you see, you be watching something on art, or you go into an art exhibition and it'll be like a line on a piece of paper or something, it'll be fuck all, and it'll be sold for like $20,000, $50,000. For a while that always confused me, but getting older I've realised that is because there's an appreciation of the rarity of that said thing. There's an appreciation of how finite that thing is, and how there's only one of it or two of it or whatever. Same with clothes, same with limited edition vinyl, whatever it is. Like the scarcity and the limited expression, not limited, the scarce representation of creation. Appreciating the existence of something finite, and that really is the key to life. Appreciating the finiteness of our existence, because it is. It's such a short time frame that we get to spend on this earth, and it's beautiful. I think a lot of people look at it and go, fuck it, I'm gonna die anyway, may as well just have a shit life. I'm like, what is that? It's like the beauty of it is that it's how finite it is. It's such a gift to just be put on this earth at the time that we're at, and have the things that we have, and experience the things that we get to experience. But everyone always looks at what they don't have. It's like, there's like a saying, it's like, everybody always wants 1,000 things. The sick person only ever wants one thing. A sick person only ever wants to be better. But everyone else always wants what they don't have. Like, love what you have, because it's beautiful. It's great. It's finite. Go give your mum a hug. Go give your brother and sister a hug. Go give your dad a hug. Just love yourself, love the things around you, love the things that you produce, love what you offer to the world. Love it all, man. Love everything. Love the bad. Love the quote-unquote bad people. There's a quote by Mark Twain that says, whoever had the common humanity to love the sinner that needed it the most, or to pray for the sinner that needed it the most. And he's talking about Satan. Well, granted, I don't know if I believe in all of that, but I think the message behind what he's saying is beautiful. Satan, I guess, is considered the most evil being in all of Scripture, and Mark Twain's basically saying, well, who prayed for him? Who made sure he was okay? Maybe if someone did, he might not have been as evil as he was. But that's a topic for another day. Appreciate you listening if you did. If not, well, then this message doesn't really relate to you. So, bye. Have a good day.